Good evening, this is Malkazar returning. Another installment to the Final Fantasy XIV playthrough. Last we played, we finished up the Doma storyline, and we came back to the fringes in Giribania in order to continue this one. We took this area called Castellum Valladino, we took control of it, so now we have access to this whole area over here. There were some issues going on with one of the beast tribes nearby, and we found out that they might have summoned another primal. Which, of course, because there's a war going on, we get to go ignore the war for a minute and go deal with our primary objective, which is primal destruction. So, let's go ahead and get in there. I think last we played, we also got most of the... Yeah, we have one more. So these to find and 2 more quests to do. Where is it? Okay, so it's up in this area. No, it's up in this area. That they had disappeared. Interesting. They went invisible. Now we're trying to find information about what we're dealing with when it comes to the primal and the beast tribe that summoned her. We're talking to Sarisha over here. Excuse me. We do not often receive guests. What is the purpose of your visit? Greetings and well met. We are the Scions of 7th Dawn, and we have come seeking Sarisha of the Vera. You are she, are you not? You have petitioned us for aid and succor, and we intend to provide them, but we would first learn more of Sri Lakshmi, that we might better understand the nature of the threat she poses to you. A simple request, and one which I shall gladly oblige. In the beginning was Sri Lakshmi. We were created in her image, daughters, blessed with her beauty, her breath became ours, her serenity our solace. There is naught she would not give. It was the Kalyana broodmother's desire to bring about her daughter's resurrection, which first called forth Sri Lakshmi from the ether. That being the case, I rather doubt the goddess will be spoiling for a fight. That would depend. The primal's motives will have been colored by the summoner's state of mind, namely that of a grieving mother who had just borne witness to her daughter's murder. Though she apparently craved a miracle, she may also have harbored thoughts of vengeance. Moreover, the Kalyana's conception of Sri Lakshmi may differ from that of the Vera. This is true. The Kira and the Vera and the Kalyana do indeed regard the Lady of Bliss in different ways. To the Vera, Sri Lakshmi embodies freedom. She would not suffer her daughter to be bound to another's will, and so we stand with the resistance against the Empire and give our lives for the cause. The Kalyana, however, she embodies transcendental beauty, which they strive to create through her craft. To shape crystal is less art and more ritual, a sacred duty wherein each tribute is imbued with a fragment of the soul. The Imperials do not interfere with this holy work, and so the Kalyana were content to turn inward and ignore our plight. Until reality asserted itself and they summoned a primal, a fever dream to soothe their aching hearts. But surely they can see that won't do any good. The Imperials will still rule these lands, nothing will change. The Anansa will. The Kalyana bade the Vera make pilgrimage to pay proper respects, remember? Those who do not wish to partake of their primal's bliss will be made to do so. Not while we're around they won't. We're not going to get tempered. Though our beliefs are not the same, we are still kin to the Kalyana. Will you help them to see reason? You can count on us. Then we shall, for without you we may be powerless to stop them. If we do not act quickly, more lives will be lost, more families torn apart, more children made to suffer. Then it's settled. We're going to find that primal and put an end to this. My sister Vajra will guide you to Janen Kat, and I shall pray for your success. Wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if they ever say it. Even if they do, I'll probably mess it up anyway. Well met, Scions. I am Vajra, she who shines bright and unbroken. I stand ready. We leave upon your command. You are ready? You look ready. Rajan and Kat. There you will find Kalyana's crystals and Sri Lakshmi. Follow me. My chocobo went away. Oh wait, there's a blue quest. Come on, I hit the button. Giant mount makes me look slow. Yes, perfect. There. Now I look a little bit faster, even though I'm really not. Head to the Vera hunting grounds. Concerned someone is encroaching on Vera territory. Strapping leader. I have to keep following this guy? Ugh. Dumb. Look at Antleon. There he is. I'm not gonna go way out of my way to get this one. I hate when they make you do that. Cool. I just have to go all the way back. You can't catch me. I don't think I got a new title, did I? Oh, yes I did. Yep, that is a story title. Perfect. I'll leave that one on until I get the next one. So this one being the second to last quest, Aether Current. The last quest I do in the zone, and before moving on, will get me the final Aether Current per usual, or at least I hope so. Cool. Now we can go up here. John and Cod, the path leads to an entrance above. Within is an aetheryte. You must use it to enter. Understood. With me, everyone. I guess. There's another Aether Current in here, too. Yep. I'll see it on the way in. Whoa. What's that? Sacred Merid. Everything's hostile to me in here. Where is it? Northwest. There it is. Got it. So the last one is from... Yep. Alright, everyone. Now you can leave me alone forever. There we go. Leave me alone. Oh, there's the Aetheryte. Ooh. Cinematic. Oh, there she is. We get some voice acting.
Why, mistress? Why does my Anamika slumber still?
Look thee on her face, supplicant. Thy prayer hath been answered. Flesh sundered hath been made whole. Blood spilt runneth through her veins. Breath stolen filleth her breast.
Be careful what you wish for, right?
But she hears not her mother's words, nor sees her mother's face. She's silent and empty.
Only the vessel may be remade, not so the flame which flickered within. Her soul hath been scattered to the four winds.
Now do you see her promises for what they are?
Alisaie, have you gone mad?
Mayhap I have, but I refuse to stand by and watch yet another tragedy unfold.
Who intrudes upon this sacred ground? Imperials, thirsting for blood.
No! We come not to shoot, but to save you from the false god who would lead you astray. I understand how you feel. I do. You loved her with all your heart, but when the moment came, you still couldn't save her. The anguish, the anger, I know it only too well. But I also know where this path leads. To embrace a primal is to condemn yourself to an endless cycle of despair. You will never know peace.
A worm-eaten heart may find peace and serenity in service, in beauty and grace. This is my promise. Naught else.
You tempt them with visions of things that can never be and leave them bereft and wanting. No illusion, however sweet, can change the fact that your daughter is gone. Remember her as she was. Do not suffer this piteous shade to tarnish her memory.
Everyone, yeah, step out.
Every prayer that primal asks, it'll demand payment in kind. Do you have any idea how many more Ananta will die to feed its hunger for crystals?
They would have thee suffer man's spite and live in fear. Far better to dwell in my beauteous dream than endure so ugly a reality.
She's wrong! We hate the Empire as much as you, if you just listen!
Poor misguided children. I would spare you the torments of this cruel and misshapen world. Come, bask in my radiance. Let it fill your hearts and free you from your burdens.
Run? So you don't get tempered? Oh, sorry. Everyone's tempered now.
Abide in misery then, fools. The Ananta are more deserving of my blessing. Leave these lands and my dreamers be. I will not warn you a second time.
But I am the Icon Slayer. Time to lay you low. I know, it was stupid and foolish, but I had to try, Malkazar. I had to. I had to try and I failed, so you have to fight. There was no other way. Never stop trying. It means a lot to hear you say that, it does, but it doesn't make it any easier to have you ask have to ask you to face that thing. We can do that which is within our power. Lias, Alphino, and I will seize their crystal stores. This will not happen again. And you, when it is finished, we'll be waiting for you. Time to wait forever. Actually, last time it wasn't so bad. But let's see how long it takes. That's less than 5 minutes. That's not too bad. I like how they have these custom maps that you can like never get access to again. Someone worked really hard on this for you to see it for like 2 seconds. Can I not climb this? What? What? There we go. You jump off of this. Yeah, buddy. It's also like, oh, there's only one entrance. You come in here and it's a dead end because no one can climb this stuff. That's cool. Perfect sense. Like, they don't even have any other doors that you can even pretend that the NPCs would wander through. Can I get in this one? Yeah. Now, a cat. They don't want me to jump up there. Fine. This is part of their crystal stores. They have quite a few. Alright, less than 5 minute queue. Show me what you got. Oh, is it already full? Of course it is. 811, 811, several thousand. Well, let's at least see what they have to say while we wait. Is there really no way you can fight alongside you without being turned into one of her dreamers? Nope. I knew things were not going to end well the moment she stepped out of hiding. We came too late for Gabu, but perhaps this time, when the Primal is no more. Ah, that's why she jumped out, because she didn't want the same thing to happen to that little kobold kid. Mush! Onward, nobody. Yeah. Alright, I'm done jumping around. I'm gonna take a look at the quest list and see how much more I have. I mean, there's not too much left until the end of the Stormblood main scenario, and then it goes into the Stormblood to Shadowbringers bridge quests. You know, there's always a good amount of those. That's as far as I got last time. What was I got to almost into Shadowbringers before I quit. Not this time though. That's how you get, like, apparently you get these, is if you do the adventure need to get these extra things you can turn in for. It can be exchanged for combat-based varieties of materia at level 8. The highest I've run into is level 5. I wonder if like 8 is the current highest. Yep. So far. Current highest level materia you can get. Blah, blah, blah. Melting materia. I know all that. All right. Average wait time less than 5 minutes. Now it's average wait time 5 minutes. And it's longer than 5 minutes. Come on. Give me something. We're just waiting for 2 healers. It's the story of my life. Healers are in high demand. But I don't, you know, really like healing as much as I like tanking, or I would be leveling up a healer instead. Come on. Oh, now I'm up to 8 minutes. Perfect. we wait, how's everyone doing out there? Anybody watching? If not, you should. Sure, watching me play is almost like watching a movie sometimes because there's so many cutscenes. But it's still a good time. I like it. After I finish Final Fantasy XIV, which may not be a while because by the time I get to the end of Shadowbringers, Endwalker is probably going to be out, and then I have to go through that too. And then I'll be keeping up on all the patch quests that come out, the bridge quests that come out regularly. But in the meantime, I'll probably be playing something else. I wonder if anybody has any suggestions. Anybody else thinking about getting the expansion pack service for the Switch to get access to the Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games? Apparently some people think it's a bad deal. I'm on the fence myself. I would definitely want to play Ocarina of Time again, but is it really worth the extra money just for one game? I mean, there are other games in there, but still. Oh, now I'm up to 11 minutes. Who'd have thunk this would take forever? Oh, wait. Come on already. There we go. See if I remember how to do this one. It has been quite a while. When do I have to use this thing? Fine, you want to tank it? I'll turn off my Iron Will so you can tank it. There you go. Alright, now let's see if I can catch up to him.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
I think this is when you use it. Oh, hello. Ooh. Partake of my life and my love. Okay, so that's supposed to protect us. I guess. And kaboom? Alright, so that's when you're supposed to do it. One person didn't use theirs.
Surrender to bliss. Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Yep, everyone failed. Alright. I'm waiting for an explanation, but okay. We're just gonna go right in. Okay, so you need to use it for that and the attack earlier.
Open your heart to me.
Oh, they say if there's orbs around, just use one and grab another one, but definitely save it for certain instances. Oh. I need to put a goring blade on her. What am I doing? There we go.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
Come on, Nortex, use one. Oh, he's dead. There goes one healer.
I shall free you from your hate.
I thought that said Chancla. It says Conchala or whatever it is. So this one you need to use another one. And that healer is not using another one again. Nice. Way to go, dude. Dang, that hurts. It did 20,000 damage in one hit.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
I need to get out of that. What am I doing? Interesting, we don't have any melee DPS. Oh, she's gonna do it again?
Your souls are
Alluring arm. What do I have to do for that one? Oh, that means she just did all the AoEs at the same time. That's what that is.
I shall free you from your hate.
Doing another one? Yes, we are. I didn't get over there in time. Dang it.
Surrender
Looks like we're doing a lot better this time. She's almost down.
Your souls are steamed.
And finished. Nice. Success. I'll give it to. Oh, take that summoner. Got 2 commendations. Not too shabby.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Ananta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel, don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo, we're going to go back to see what Xenos is going to say. Ooh, Cordola.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange. You would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
Oh, dang.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
I don't know, that Grindwat guy, he failed a lot and he got like super strong. We still took him down, but seems he doesn't really care about the failures. He cares about like the fervor and the zeal.
Fedola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Alright, Lise, what do you got for me? I wish we could live on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when the time comes. I got better earrings than that, right? Oh yeah, I have the pre-order earrings. Aha, last eighth occurrence. You've done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Viranilia. I don't want to deal with any more fates right now. I mean, even have played one today. They just slow you down. They don't let me give you that much experience anymore. I guess if you're like farming them, it's different. But you also get other things from farming them, like company seals. Hello, Sarisha. The winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss is, no longer holds our Kalyana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Malgazar did the deed. We are but witnesses to his heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril. This we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so that the day you speak of never comes. We're all in this together, Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully in time they will too. You and yours will ever be friends to the Vera. On that you have my word. We should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thanks again, Sarisha, for everything. I never noticed that before. They never mentioned it before. Maybe I just forgot. But once you defeat the Primal, they're no longer tempered. Because if that was the case, then the very first time you took it down to Ifrit, all the people that they had to put to death because of the tempering, it would not have needed to happen. So I don't know if they're contradicting or what's going on there. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't. Sri Lakshmi is gone. I should probably start at the beginning. Explain. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives, Malgazar. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is somewhat of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Most of them were. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood. The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. To other matters then, what news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Veladina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally. He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the warrior of light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. What march? We may not be as strong or as quick as him, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. You've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Minago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. It looks like it's up to me and mine to give you a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Veladina. Could have just jumped right into that instead of having me click on something. Guess they need to split it up in case people have to stop because they didn't give warning for a long cinematic. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. All the polygons. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. She wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on his shoulder, and Edith would prepare with herbs and spices. My mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. But they wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course, father and Lita had to fight. I would too if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push and they push and they... until someone pushes back. Until someone takes up arms or someone's a god. A false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak? When people fight and die and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on. There is no justice, just us. Justice, huh? I know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. I'm the warrior of light. Who knows what the answers are, or if there even are any. Either way, life goes on and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Malkazer. There's a giant hole. I wonder what that is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on. Load up. Load up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. There is something to be said for home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. A fight will always be there waiting for us to return. Alright. Yeah, I can fly now. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now. Excuse me, but I expect we will pass many of our comrades on the road east. There's a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we will need only to identify ourselves to the soldiers in order to pass. Let's get this map. Whoa, 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 what's this one? Not gonna worry about that either. Alright, let's start. Let's head south first, and then we'll go in a big circle, go up and come around down. Yeah, a giant hole. Called, what is it? The Yawn. I wonder how high I can go. Can I go all the way up to the top of that thing? Let's find out. Probably have a physical limit. Yep. Can't even get high enough to get on top of that thing. Oh. Oh. Giant hole over here. Giant hole over there. Where Omega landed. Apparently these are called the circles of answering. How about my music? No, I don't want to go into Rocco's Reach. Grab that, thank you. And there we go. Did I get a new title for that? I did not. Okay. Not for the map, but for finishing that arc. Story arc there. Hello, Alliance Recruit. Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alighieri, and we've already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh? I leveled up from that exploration. I had a new ability too, which I've never used. This is as high as I've gotten on a paladin.
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Time to get more aether currents. I'll look at that in a second. As you can see, this is the part of the peaks. This part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches. Hence why the Imperials built Specula and Paratoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? Yep, there they are. That's her. Sits right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladino is so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alighieri. Pantera, eh? There's one right over there. How do I get to that one? Go around? Probably. Hey, hunt. Giant dragonfly thing. What? Southwest? I'm gonna go for that real quick. Get that out of the way. South should be in this area. Right, grasshopper. There it is. What are these guys? Just weird ogre things? Mutsud. Okay. Whatever that is. He's gonna get me? Nope. Good. Directly east, so it's probably gonna be in that area over there. Up here a little bit. Maybe it's in this area. I also need to look at my new ability. In 1 second. There it is. My new ability is called Holy Circle. Okay, so it's an... I got it. An AoE version. Cool. It's actually with the day of the potency. This is better if there's 2 or more dudes. Gotcha. I'll talk to you in a second, Monago. I'm gonna grab these. My chocobo. His name's Wicked Ambush. Cool. Hooray! One more aetheryte. Alright, Monago, what do you got for me? The voice acting, perchance? Here we are, the new base of operations for the Alliance and the Resistance. Ah, there you are. Greetings, General. I see you've been quite busy in our absence. Less than you may imagine, the Imperials flooded our coming, and we took the village without a fight. Your timing is impeccable. We are about to discuss our strategy to seize Specula Imperatoris. Though we are fresh from the road, we should be glad to attend. Good. Take a moment to gather yourselves and join us when you are ready. I mean, right now. Well, you heard the Flame General. Looks like we have a meeting to attend. That everyone? Then let us begin. Algiria is ours, and for mercy we took without losing a single man. But we dare not grow complacent. Specula Imperatoris will not be so easily won. If I may, General, do we not pause to consider the Imperial's motivations? For Xenu to surrender a fortified settlement of a strategic importance without so much as firing a shot is inexplicable. We searched the village and found no traps or other signs of sabotage. Suspicious though it may be, I will not refuse this gift from our enemy. The path to Alamigo is through the east, through Specula Imperatoris and Casramavania. It bears repeating, however, that the latter is home to a massive cannon with unparalleled range and destructive power. Which means that we will need to strike Specula Imperatoris quickly, both to limit their ability to locate our forces in the field, and to utilize the installation as a shield against attack, as they would doubtless not risk damaging the towers. I see, then we have no choice but to accept what we have been given. Aye, that's the way of it. I have no doubt that Xenos has got something planned, but we'll just have to deal with it when the time comes. The assault then. The main host will commence a direct assault on Specula Imperator Tourist. During this time, I would hold the Scions in reserve at Alighieri to deal with any Imperial forces that may be dispatched in response. Understood. Wait a minute. We should be fighting with you and the Resistance. I understand you don't want to rely too much on Malchezair after what he's been through, but at least let the rest of us do our part. Wants to fight? I say let her fight. Thanks, I knew you would understand. Mayhap it would be best if I accompanied you. Alizair can stay with Malchezair. Oh, go if you must. The two of us can take care of ourselves. You have your orders. Dismissed. Meanwhile, deep within an Imperial research facility. Oh, those all dead bodies. Little tents. Cryo!
Let us see. So, she lives. Impressive. Or merely lucky, though that too may prove a useful trait.
My lord, what have you done to me?
Though we Guardians are intellectually and physiologically superior in almost all respects, we lack the hereditary traits required for the reliable manipulation of ether, hence our unique inability to wield magics. This deficiency, for want of a better word, saw us subjected to decades of oppression by the lesser races, and we were eventually driven to seek shelter in the cold northern reaches of Ilsabard. Fortunately, said region was replete with vast deposits of ceruleum, which proved instrumental in the development of Magitech, a revolutionary technology conceived to compensate for our disadvantage. It was with Magitech that we grew strong, that our nation became an empire. Yet, ultimately, this was an extrinsic solution to an intrinsic problem. What I wanted was not a crude device to be used in lieu of magic. Through modification of the Garlean genome, I argued that it might be possible to enhance a subject's ability to manipulate ether, effectively empowering them to wield magics. Alas, my theories were met with consternation in the Imperial Court. Only Lord Xenos, with commendable foresight and wisdom, deigned to support my research.
You gave me this treatment, but I'm not Garlean.
Alamegan, through and through. What you have been granted is far greater than mere magic. Before that lesser light, it is as a second sun.
I am informed that Alighieri was recently occupied by the Resistance, and that an attack on Specula Imperatoris is considered imminent. This could provide an ideal opportunity to test her performance in the field.
Your skulls, was it? They have joined the garrison at the watchtower?
Yes, my lord. By your leave, I would rendezvous with them and lead a counterattack against the insurgents.
No. Even were you to leave now, you would not arrive in time. There is another duty I would entrust to you.
Stare, stare, stare. Thancred.
Found you.
He's a sneaky boy. Alright, where are you? There you are. Still full of fire and eager, aren't they? Well, I wouldn't worry too much. They're strong and they have each other. At least he spared me the trouble of having to speak up. I wasn't about to let Lise go alone. We have a fair bit of ground to cover, so we should split up. If you come across any Imperial soldiers, you know what to do. Oh, and so you know, I sent word to Ehrenwald's squadron. They are already searching for other nearby areas. We have allies in the event we encounter anything beyond our means. He actually took a name similar to what's her name? Stupid Merlvid. I don't know if it's a Rogadin name or a pirate name or both. I'm not sure. I guess we'll go to this one first. It's closer. Oh, excuse me. Look at his face. Poor doggy. I think that's one that actually is a... I may hop over there and check it real quick. Alize found some Imperials too. Give me a moment. Say that again if you would. No, maintain your distance for now. Understood. Keep me apprised of any developments. That was Arenval. The pair that was spying on us in the fringes has followed us here. What about you, Malchazar? Any trouble? And there I was thinking we might be due for some peace and quiet. Glad to hear you dealt with them. I hope the assault on Specula Imperatoris is going well. He's just too good. Saved your good old dad there, Pippin.
Come now, father. You lured the fool onto my blade, and do not try to deny it.
Our work here is all but done. What of Conrad and his men?
They are for the main tower. The skulls have offered fierce resistance thus far, but Conrad seems to believe he can convince them to lay down their arms.
Then we will tend to the stragglers down below. With me!
Some of the best music in the game right here. So far, I love this. I love this music. One from the Praetorium, right?
Report.
Enemy forces have overrun the lower facilities and appear to be mounting an assault on the main tower. We have already received a request for reinforcements. A unit of legionaries has been mounted and is ready to depart. They await your orders, Commander.
Stand down.
Commander?
Tell them to stand down.
Commander, if I may, our people, your people are still in there. They will be slaughtered.
You think I don't know that? I want nothing more than to help. To lead the bloody chapter.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Lord Zeno said no reinforcements. He would have us use the main cannon to destroy the installation.
What? Kill our own soldiers? You must be mistaken.
Mayhap you'd like to ask Lord Zenos yourself. I thought not.
Initiate the firing sequence. Wars are won on the backs of the dead. Theirs and ours. There is no truth but this. We must remain firm and resolute and always, always do our duty. Now, give the order.
Initiate firing sequence.
Aye, aye. Initiating firing sequence. Release safety locks. Deploy main cannon.
Rudolph, Hamlet. For us. For our people. For our future.
More whispering, dang.
Confirm the target, Commander.
Specula Imperatoris, main tower. Fire when ready.
Uh-oh. Sounds like the Echo. Look at that gun. Dang.
What in the seven hells?
Long-range artillery. Those treacherous bastards. Their people were still fighting. Full retreat. Now! Relay the orders!
Understood.
Let's wait a few seconds before we say something, though.
All forces retreat! I repeat, all forces retreat!
Got out just in time. By the 12, did you see that? The main tower just collapsed. Excuse me, you heard it too, didn't you? It must have been the cannon at cast from Albania. But that is an Imperial installation, and the troops were still... Damn it, no one's responding. I don't know if the shell is being jammed, or... We have to go right now. They need our help. This way, there's no time to lose. Okay, so the next one's going to be inside of there. It's worse than it looks. He probably wasn't even... Get yourself together. This gate, this is our way inside. We need to find my brother right now. You need only press them open to pass through. Okay. The locks were disabled. I'm glad you're here, Malgazer. In case it isn't obvious, the Imperials fired on us on Specula Imperatoris. I didn't think they had it in them. They killed their own men just to kill us. Gods damn them all. Where's my brother? Tell me where he is. I want to see him. He was in the tower when it was struck, but that need not mean anything. Our forces are still evacuating, and many remain unaccounted for. Alize? Alize, listen. There are soldiers wounded and dying all around us. Soldiers with families just like you and me. They need our help. Do you understand? He's right. I'll take the north, you take the east. Thank you, I think. I think I can manage on my own. For a moment there, I thought I was bound for Thal's Great Hall. Ye gods, what were the Imperials thinking? Apparently that's the tower that they busted right there. 1, 2, 3. Hey, look, a vantage point. Just give me a moment to let the world stop spinning, would you? There. Algir's not far. I'll make it. I'll make it. Hang on a second. I'm going to find this. There it is. I prefer the Imperial music. Much better. Looks like he's dead. Never mind. Everything hurts. I think I was struck by debris from the tower. Wait, I know you. Malgazar Earthbiter, ward of House Fortal. We fought together in the Steps of Faith. You saved my life back then, and now. I'm better now. I can walk. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. Conrad, can you hear me? Nago, put him down over there. Did they find Conrad? I should just kept the cinematic going instead of having me walk over 2 seconds.
Conrad, speak to me.
It was all so sudden. Conrad had just convinced the last few skulls to surrender when we heard the bang and everything started to shake. We carried the survivors to safety, but Conrad's... We have done what we can for him. All that remains is to pray.
In a world where prayer actually does something.
Conrad?
Is that you, Lise? I can't see a damn thing. Well, that's that then. Time's up.
What are you talking about? You'll be on your feet before you know it.
It's all right, Lise. I've lived long enough. But listen, I want you to lead the resistance in my stead.
Don't say another word. You'll recover. We'll recover. We'll bring freedom to Alamigo together. We're not going to stop here.
No, you won't. Everything we've built, everyone we've brought together, I know you'll show them the way. You've got it in you, Lise. Not because you're Curtis's daughter or Ida's sister, but because you're you. Because you're you.
Conrad.
Lead them to victory. To freedom.
I will, Conrad. I will. I promise.
Meanwhile, in the chaos of Castor Mabania. Bad guy music.
Next round, double the charge.
Oh. Why, hello, Estinian.
Come, Nidhogg. We are needed.
That's the cerulean pipeline.
Impossible! How can one man... Shoot the bastard! Shoot him!
My lance has slain far greater beasts.
I'm cool now.
You're welcome, boy.
Oh, a little smile. He likes Alpha now.
By all units, I want that intruder found, and get the engineers to fix my bloody cannon!
What's up with his helmet?
The savages are coming!
He's the militum. Whatever that rank means. We could have killed them. We could have walked away. But instead we tried to convince them to lay down their arms. We tried to seek a peaceful resolution. We showed them mercy, and this was their response. Fire and blood. This was their answer. Such crimes cannot go unpunished. They must not. God is my witness. There will be reckoning. Forgive me. Now is not the time for vows of vengeance. We must remain calm and rational and in control. The Imperials have demonstrated a willingness to fire on their own. So long as we remain here, we are in danger. We three will see to Commander Kemp's body, find my sister, and return to Alighieri. There, that should suffice for now. Go on and join the others. Tell me, Fanalfino. Tell me he is alright. Explain. Oh, thank the 12. I don't know what I would have done. Though, saying that, what will the Resistance do without Commander Kemp? Sorry, not here, not now. We should return to Alighieri, keep an eye out for any wounded who need our help on the way. Alright, where is this dude? There we go. Wounded Imperial. It wasn't long ago I was trying to kill you and yours. I half expected you were about to slit my throat. The hell's with this? I should go back home in Ilsabard instead of making them taking fire from my so-called comrades. Aww. Be kind of cool if you got to a certain point and be like, hey, you can play whichever song you want. Wounded Resistance Fighter. Thanks, friend. Bloody tourniquet came loose, and I was having trouble getting it back on. I should be fine the rest of the way. The need to talk to? Yeah. Oh. Bless you, kind. Wait, is that you, Malkazar? I didn't recognize you at first. I'm feeling a bit dizzy. Must have lost a lot of blood. I can keep going. I can keep going. You insist. There's one over here and one over here. Looks like, based on what the ether compass is popping out. It's gonna teleport. Slightly faster. All right. Alphano. Alcazar, we have given over Commander Kemp's remains for safekeeping. Later, I have no idea when, rites must needs be performed. For now, however, we must carry on. We must press forward. We must not give in to despair. All Alliance and Resistance units have now withdrawn from Specula and Paratoris. It is time we spoke with General Alden. Rauban. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul, Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else, he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many losses this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. We'll carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Casarabania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought for their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them. A frontal assault is out of the question. We'd lose countless men before we even reach the walls. Would we? Recall that the Imperials could have obliterated our forces had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? Come on, Estinian. You suspect they were unable to fire a cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue. Then I'll just have to go and see for myself that the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. We can't risk losing another commander so soon. I know how you feel, Nago, I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papa Limo and I arrived at Volga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. And then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. But even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart because I couldn't be sure if it was for me or for Ida. But then I met someone on the other side of the world who had struggled with the same worries. As we traveled and fought together, I saw him grow and become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and the ones that are, many are still wounded. We have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. As simple as that. But don't worry, Nago, I'll come back. I promise. Oh, yeah, throw out some nods. There we go. Voila. While I acknowledge Commander Hecht's right to carry out this mission, I see no reason why she should do so alone. Malchezaar, would you go with her? Oh, heck yeah. Would have done it even if he hadn't, sir. Asked, sir. Then it is settled. We will await your return. Sorry to drag you into this, Malchezaar. It may not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Comrade. I never will be. I don't know what kind of leader he was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Land Krebs Hope, a ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, but there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might be just an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Lise, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear to meet you there, alright? Alright, where's the nearest Aether? Right. Or, oh. Northeast. How many do I need? 3 more? I may take a minute to go get one. Let's get out of the way. Maybe not, because... Let's see what the map looks like, because it looks like this is a dead end over here. Yeah, okay. Well, hello there. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories are true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Phew. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Nan Krebs Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral era. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't even want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself. But we're all better for it, me included. I'll never be a leader like Comrade, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Yeah, there's a nod. Heck yeah. Trying to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Comrade. Or maybe both of us. Said Comrade. Conrad. What kind of monster murders their own? Is that smoke from Kashmavania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell they won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Malkazir, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Kashmavania and bring the bastards who gave the order to fire to justice. It won't be easy for the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. More nods. All right. We have to tell the others. Come on. Okay. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix the cannon. There's no time to lose, Malkazir. General Aldin needs to know what we saw. Can I go get at least one? I'm gonna go at least one. Just get it out. Come on. So it's gonna be like up in there. It looks like I have to go around. You know what? I'll have time to get in there eventually. Oh, it's right there. Well, I'll save myself 200 gil and just walk it. I said I was going to go look at that one blue quest, but I didn't. Oh well, I'll get it eventually. I'm not leaving the zone until I get the flight, so. You are returned. I only hope you bring good news. We scaled the cliffs of the Encrypt's Hope and spied smoke rising from the Kashmavania's main cannon. I think Marshal Tarpin's right. They didn't fire again because they couldn't. The cannon seems to have been disabled somehow. Then we must attack Kashmavania at once. It can still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may, we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of such a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants throughout Garibania, including Radiata. Radiata is home to many who held menial positions at Kashmavania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we could secure a route into the fortress. The resistance will handle this. We may have recruited these informants, but they'll be just as happy to work with fellow Elamigans. And at the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad. I should be glad to accompany her, General. As would Alizea and Malkazir, I am sure. Yep, throw some nods out. Well then, if you were all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Kashmavania. Go, and may Ralgar watch over and keep you. My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Lise, nor less for Alamigo. Kashmavania is the largest Imperial facility in the Peaks, you see. The likelihood that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I'd never forgive myself if I did not take it. So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarpin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Malchezaar and Lise were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatoris or Kashmabania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. Hey, Manago, you're speaking now. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damn it if I know how Marshal Tarpin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, and I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogan woman. You'll ask us a question, and we answer with courage. She'll know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squad, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Do I have to go through? Hey, there's a blue quest. Yeah, buddy. Blah, blah, blah. Gather information about the dude that I ignored. Feel like an episode of Viva La Dirt League. Ah, skip. The main story I'm not skipping. Heck no. I enjoy that thoroughly. All that side stuff, you know, it might be cool. There might be some flavor text. This might be some lore, but for the most part, I'll just get through it. Alright, so this is going to be better. Yeah, buddy. Look, Ma, no hands. As I run into the wall. Ah. A town of Goodblade. Surveying the land where everyone has already been. They should already have the info. See, what did I tell you? Let us continue in Specula Imperatoris. Oh, no, there's a guard there. I can't just walk in. I mean, it's the same time it takes to get in, but still. Oh, man. Okay. A true griffin as opposed to a fake griffin. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lise. Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Of course it is, Alphino. More busy work? Oh, that's a big guy. Did not get out of time. Ugh. No. Alright, now that we're on this side, let's find these things. Get them out of the way. Northeast. Is it on this corner here? North. Oh. Nope. I think it's down there. Dang it. Okay. No. Not going to participate. But there was one in this area. Probably is. Looks like it's safer to enter. Or safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. I don't see smoke above Casrabani anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Alphino said we were looking for Rogad woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll have to strike up a conversation with every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Inside or something? Nope. Okay. Ain't seen you around here. It takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along with it to survive. Call me a coward too if you like, because I'll speak on it no more. At least not here. Outside Radiata, beyond those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it is? Who I think it was? Well, that's relief, or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alize. We'll meet you there. Yeah, because that won't bring anything down on our heads. Just have a bunch of people meet up at it. What are those 6 million dudes sitting over there doing? Oh, yeah. Southwest. I'm going to ignore you for a second. Nah, because the next quest may have you go that direction anyway. If not, then I'll go down there manually, obviously. Not followed, were you? Good. That all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terrapin. Name Stark Woad. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about Specula Imperior Taurus and the cannon, isn't it? Just so. Can you tell us what happened? I overheard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannons was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to see much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational. We need to sneak inside Castle Rabania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith that we can see this through. Everyone nod. Oh, just the two Rogadin. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Malgazir, you and your ever-dependable allies will enter the cast room with my sister, and I by way of the ventilation ducts leading to the hangars. From there, we will proceed into weapons research and unleash bloody mayhem. At the same time, Malazay and I will create a diversion elsewhere, and in the ensuing confusion, Lise and her unit will attempt to reach the fire control center undetected. If all goes to plan, our three parties will subsequently converge on this location, and together we will secure the cannons before finally notifying the Alliance, though they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. First, I'm going to grab this blue quest. Stupid. I hate clicking too fast just to get through it, and then I click on a button I don't want to click on. Like hallowed ground. 7-minute cooldown. Okay. Well, that one has me go back to... Oh, come on. That one has me go back to Alagir to turn that in. Let's get to the point where I have to wait for the dungeon. Then I'll run around. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here at any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep to their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Castra Mabania. Oh, excuse me. We're still going to do 3.5 hours tonight at least. So, even though I started late. By Rhalgr, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Alcazar is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from him in our time in his company. Now, where is the entrance to the ducks? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Malcazar, we shall divide into 2 groups and proceed via separate routes into the castrum. Remember that our objective is to cause as much chaos as possible to draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to the entrance. May Rhalgr guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Malcazar. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Yeah, throw him a nod with a serious look on my face. Alright, let's go get this Aether. There it is. Average wait time 9 minutes. I have plenty of time to get some of these done. Where's the next nearest one? It's gonna be the one down there. It means I may need to go back down anyway. That's fine. Let's go do this one. Now it says 9 minutes. That doesn't mean it's going to take that long, but we'll see. Like if a bunch of people jumped into the queue all of a sudden, then that would make things go faster, significantly. Go up here now. Outer space. I'm actually gonna head south first, because I know there's one in this area. Oh, didn't take very long at all. Oh, is that like a robotic gorilla? Or is that a gorilla in armor? Cool. Either way, cool. Let's hit them all with slow. That holy circle is too high level for me. I'm synced down to 70. Oh, which means I can use my passage at arms. Haven't had the opportunity to use that in a dungeon yet. Oh, I'll just finish this combo and then move on to single target. That was dumb of me. They say that like no health. Everything's hitting like a truck. Imagine how much worse it'd be if I didn't have the awesome armor I have. First boss? Yep. You need to hit him with a cannon, I think, in order to stop him. Yes, nice. So far, this seems pretty basic. Avoid the AoEs, kill the ads. slow you, dude? Immune to slow. Nice. Dang. He hits like a truck. Nice. Destroy the pods. We got 3 of them. That's not too bad at all. There's a treasure chest. Bet I can't use my holy circle. This would be a perfect time to do it. Love using that slow, and these guys are just so nice. Take 20% less hits. The end of the pillars. I'm in the wrong one. I think I have to pay attention to something. So fire, ice, and lightning. So he is... You have to... Okay, reflecting off fire and lightning aspect attacks, so we need to be ice in order to do damage to him. I'm getting hit by everything. This reminds me of the Magus fight from Chrono Trigger, of the barrier shifting. What are you going to be aspected with? Ice. Alright, got him. Cool fight. Dark Priests, it looks like the Black Mage stuff. And we have a Black Mage, they're getting a lot of upgrades unless they already have the... which they may already have the class stuff. I already got that ring, so I can't get it again. Fun thing about having unique gear in these games is they don't want you to have the same thing 10 times over. I got hit with the laser. Dang it. A little bit of lag going on there. Getting there. And all right, who's the last fight? Another experiment. Yep. Bum, 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 bum. What fortune to receive such a promising test subject. Whatever, Magitech technician. Alright, so the K2 slash is the one that is the tank buster. Gotcha. Such cool fight music. This way, little one, this way. Time for your medicine. The strength of his left arm grows. Which means he's gonna make me bleed. Are you gonna heal me up or are we gonna pretend? What if I get out of the way of that? I don't think I can because he kind of looked at me. All right, guys, get the ads. All right, well, I'm out of mana, so, or MP. Time for medicine again. How many times are you gonna give him medicine? Get him. Nice. Yeah. What did he say at the end? When we've defeated him. Well, we have did enough. We will learn much from this, okay? One commendation.
I think that answers my question. We've accomplished our objectives as well.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Hopefully that was enough of a distraction for them. What timing?
Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
Hello, Fordola.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
Whisper, whisper.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood.
More whispering.
Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal.
Doesn't sound worth it.
That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom. You killed your own. They trusted you, and you killed them.
You're beating a dead horse there, Lise. She knows.
Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
That was a cool eye she had there.
Lise! Gotcha!
Alize took the hit.
You can do. I've already seen it.
Sharingan.
Alize!
You think he'd be more concerned about his sister than just an Alize?
Even so, the odds are against me.
Ninja vanish.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Your head's like 2 inches away from a blade. Don't stand up or anything.
She'll be all right, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
Will I do it for you, you mean?
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Destroy the controls. Blow it up. Well, we did it. Castle Ravania belongs to us now. Naga and her people took Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphina tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won and with minimum casualties, but somehow it feels empty. We should report to General Aldine. Crow wasn't there, but who knows? Maybe one of our bondsmen found something that which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Algazer, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Speculata Imperators, we need a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Ralgar's star yet burns bright. I'm glad, I really am, but you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting. Explain. Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear that she'll make a full recovery. Mardilla's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us all to a so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise? Oh, it's nothing really, it's just that we're almost to the end, but we've still got to save Kryl and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrom's archives as we speak. ... Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Castrom and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like you to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. I don't see why not. Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. I don't want to keep jumping around. Maybe I should just go with him for now, get all that done, and then do it. I'll go up there later, I guess. At least I'm faster now. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it because it's cool. Clicking too fast. Whatever. I may just sit up and finish the Stormblood story tonight. There's only like less than 10 quests left. It might take a while though. We'll see how long they take. I know usually like the last one takes quite a bit. Just because all the cinematics and stuff from beating it. Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. This is the final quest for the zone, but I'm definitely not leaving until I get the rest of them done. Malgazar Elise, I brought you both here for a reason. Okay. Hopefully it's voice acted.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You call this living dishonor our nation? It is but a slow death.
Hey, that's Curtis. Isn't that Lisa's dad?
Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices. Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne. Together we will reclaim our freedom!
He's at the back of Raubon's head. I don't think the other one is Ilberd.
Send you home to men, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Soldier, what do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Like Ilbrid's mullet.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lise, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too?
Why are you looking at me? I didn't ask you the question.
I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Ananta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
Whisper, whisper.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
I worked for your dad back in the day. Surprised that he waited this long to say something about it. It's like, by the way, you're Curtis's daughter? I know that guy. Maybe he did, I didn't notice. Whatever. Even a blind man can see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alize was dead for a moment back there. There's one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her. And that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, to not let it break her, to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once, mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. I understand. He's been away for a long time and he probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Not yet. I thought there was one over here. Maybe not. I thought there was one like in this area. Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I'm gonna talk to everybody over here first. You get to hold your horses. I'm going all over the place here. Suspicious youth. 7 hells, he's seen us. Sought it. Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Chocobo got some experience. Good enough? Nope. I completed a challenge. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamiga, not even conscripts by the look of them. Barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember. They're from Radiata. They must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. They probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed... Oh gods, Alizé and Alphinaud could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata and thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. The twins are at Stark's. Alizé was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what we just did to Castor Mavania? God's damn fools. Hey, Smuggler, we overheard you talking. The ones that attacked you, they were young, less than 20 summers? I thought so. It's always the young ones, the ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you have to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools, after everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of a castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. You get some who can't wait to spit on a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their trouble, or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back, but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Eat the dog that bites his master's hand, and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up only knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. Sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Thank you, Alphinaud. Only then will they know that what it means to live free. We're going to build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they've ever known. Everyone nods, yes. I've been thinking, if Alizé needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Relger's Reach. You can receive much better care there, after all. Our infirmary is probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed, and given what Mistress Woad has told us, I'd rather she did not remain here. Then it's settled. Now I'll go and see about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alphinaud, you should get your sister ready for the journey. Malgazir, would you mind going on ahead and telling Aurelia that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alizé when she arrives. Thanks. I'll go there eventually. Right now, I'm busy. Let's see. So let's go over here and do this one. I have 4 more to get. And then the map. All of them have me go back over here. It's kind of annoying, actually. Oh, dang it. Frank. Then I would head back over there, all the way back to Cold Hearth. I'll do that momentarily. Let's go up here and work on these. Well, that is where I need to go for that one. There is one down here, I believe. Mm-hmm. It's the Rude Suit. Not the Mood Suit, the Rude Suit. East. I'm going the wrong way. Over there. Dust storms. So I'm 11 levels above these guys. They shouldn't even look at me. There's one. Okay, so then the last one find is, yep, up in there. Right next to where I need to go anyway for the next blue quest. Yeah. Let's follow this up here. Another Rude Suit. Rude Suit. Alright, so it looks like these are the things I need to fight. That. Dang it. Well, it's at level 61, so they'll die quickly. Or more quickly. Giant rock creatures. Okay, so I have 2 of those to turn in. There it is. I need to do the minimum platforming here. Boop. Boop. And boop. Yep. 2 left. Do this one first. Then we'll teleport down there. Wish there was a faster way other than going all the way around. I don't think you can go through that little area. I'll try. Maybe that'll be faster. And that's if that works. Okay. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. Long way around it is. Oh, darn it. Okay. At least I have the faster movement speed to get there, but still. Hey, look, mood suits. Not root suits, mood suits. Wonder if the locks is a lot like Oz's Law, where there's only like a handful of Aether Currents to get. I don't remember it being that easy. How's he pulling away from me? Oh, that's the guy who lives in my group. Ooh, did they cast from a Bonnia group? Yeah, I think he's the one to give the combination to. Almost then. Yes. Finally. All right. Start over here. Then we'll teleport up and go to the other side right over there. Achievement complete. It's wonderful to see that. Back to Alagana. Heck yeah. Gorgeous thing. Alright. Baldur's Reach. I get any new gear, did I? Nope. Oh, dang it. I didn't want to interrupt my teleport. Whatever. I'm already halfway there. Or it feels like it. Could have teleported. I named himself Railgun Extreme. Do you require assistance? Explain, explain. Explain, explain, explain. Very well, we'll make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? What do you mean give you a hand? I'm not a doctor. Thinking, Aurelia? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. What timing? We're here. Is everything in order? Right. We're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you needn't have gone to all this trouble. What can I say? It seemed a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Aurela, please. You need your rest. Aurela, not Aurelia. I know, I know. In news of cryo, she'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as will I. Ah, a chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for the both of us. They're good together, or they're not at each other's throats. I miss that feeling. Well, they're brother and sister. Alcazar, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. Yes! Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Ooh, storms. She has a new outfit.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could.
Where are your punchy gloves?
Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. Not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she will be a part of it.
With all this exposition, we may not be able to get much further tonight. It suits you. I'm gonna nod, too.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice. Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle.
Oh yeah, we're gonna duke it out?
There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
This isn't a very large arena. Oh, look at her new weapon. Now kiss. That was it? Oh, we may have gotten a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, Malkazar. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. Ooh, do I get a new title? Yep, Lisa's right fist. Now that all is settled in, it's time we rejoin the fight. Though actually, maybe you and Alphino should go on ahead without me. I need to talk strategy with the officers, and that might take a while. Flipping. Ah, there you are. What was it that Lise wanted of you? Explain, explain. Aha, a sparring match on the destroyer of Zeri Palm. I would like to have seen that. But she is right. We have lingered here long enough. I am ready to depart when you are. Take care, you two. Don't do anything I wouldn't. And you better not rise from that bed until you are given express permission to do so. Oriange will be paying you a visit soon, and he is already worried enough as it is. We have a long road ahead of us. Lead the way, Malkazar. Flying Kitty! I remember when there were like specific mounts that could fly and other ones that wouldn't. Which is why in Heavensward they gave you the Black Chocobo, because it was one of the first ones that actually had the ability to fly once you actually got all the Aether Currents. But now everything can fly apparently. Makes it a little bit weird, but whatever. It is what it is. All the way over there? Yes, he is. He's all the way over there. Hello, Pippin. You are returned. How fares your sister, Alphino? Her rapier wit remains undulled, for better or for worse. Have there been any developments in our absence? I am proud to say that Castor Mavani is now wholly under our control. At present, we are taking stock of the enemy's supplies and redistributing them amongst our men. Also, while sifting through the officer's documents, we learned that a unit of skulls under Fordola's command passed through the Castrum en route to the capital, with a single prisoner in their custody. Wow, it has to be her. In all likelihood, yes. You'll be glad to hear that the tunnel leading to the locks has been secured by our soldiers and is now safe for travel. And one final piece of good news, reinforcements from all 4 Alliance nations have arrived and joined the main host, which has established a new base of operations within the locks. Commander Hext should be arriving soon, yes. When she does, we will call a meeting to discuss the final stage of Prologer's Beacon. Sorry for keeping you all waiting. An Alamegan folk dress, how very fitting, and well fitting I might add. I wanted to do something for Ida and myself. Yeah, let's throw some nods around. Let's move on. This is it, the last push. We're coming, Kryl. You know, I can just walk through. Pew pew pew. There it is.
I remember my father's words, how they rang in my ears as we left Castrum Urbania behind and looked out over the locks before us. Comrades brave and true, they had come from all across Eorzea to stand with us, to stand against oppression and tyranny. 20 years the Empire had ruled us, but no longer. Liberty or death. Liberty or death.
Ere we begin, I would say to you as a proud son of Alamigo that I am grateful to each and every one of you for your part in this endeavor.
Everybody's here. Hey, Emmerich. Yeah.
Now, to the heart of the matter. The enemy appears content to remain within the city walls and await the inevitable siege. Open conflict has been sporadic thus far. Whether Xenos is biding his time until reinforcements arrive, or attempting to bait us into a trap, none can say. We know better than to trust his word.
Excuse me.
We can ill afford to present Garlemald with a chance to raise our legions. It would be in our best interest to press for a swift resolution.
A long siege wouldn't be good for the people in the city either. If food becomes scarce, you know who'll starve first.
Just so. Therefore, I propose we commit our forces to an all-out assault. What say you?
Everybody nods.
Twould seem we are of one mind. Then let us proceed to the how of it. The immortal flames will form the vanguard, supported by the archers and the conjurers of the Order of the Twin Adder, under the Elder Seedseer's command. Once the main host has cleared a path to the walls, we will bring forward the artillery of the Maelstrom and the Temple Knights. I would have your cannons pound the gates and punch a hole right through the middle of their defenses.
What about the resistance?
Your part will be to occupy the residential district and keep civilians out of harm's way. The people are more like to trust their own.
Of course. You can count on us.
Remember that there is a second entrance to the city proper there. If all goes to plan, we will have secured 2 points of entry. Once both objectives are complete, we press on into the city, surround the palace, and hunt down Xenos. As for the Scions, you will be held in reserve as an irregular unit until we have more intelligence on your captured comrade. Kryle's rescue will be your primary concern, but I dare say we'll find a use for you once her freedom has been secured.
Thank you, General. I pray we find her quickly.
Ralga's beacon nears its end. Soon, my friends, Alamigo will be ours once more!
Upon the Great Loch shore, objective fulfilled. The stage is set and the players are assembled. Eorzea has come at last to drive the invaders from her lands. What would Grandfather say if he were here with us today? For all our other accomplishments, Crowl remains in the hands of our enemy, and I find myself wondering if I could have done more. Though we know now that she was taken to the city, we have found nothing which might tell us where she is being held. You know, you could just ask me. It's Thancred. Thancred, what have you learned? Instead of saying hi, I shall spare the particulars of my infiltration and simply state that I have seen her with my own eyes. She is being held within the residential district south of the city proper. I tracked her to the ruins of an old temple of the Fistaralgar, within which the Imperials have constructed a research facility. A research facility? What manner of research? Why, methods to imbue Garleans with the power to manipulate ether. In pursuit of which goal, their scientists have, I am sorry to report, performed many questionable experiments on living subjects. What? What? Calm down, Alphino. We've already been tasked with securing the Alamegan Quarter. This just gives us a reason to do it faster. I entered and exited the facility by stowing aboard Imperial transports, but that method is not suitable for a larger force. And it goes without saying that a direct assault on the rather substantial main gates would be ill-advised. I think I might know someone that might help. Okay, Yamanaga, who do you know? One of my men. He had an idea about how to get into the city. Actually, it might be best if I let him explain it himself. Is it Arenvald? Yeah, buddy. Oh no, it's not. It's been a while. I'll not take offense if you don't remember. I might even be glad of it. You're from Alagana, that's right. Aye, Whisker's the name. I was raised in the Peaks, but my mom grew up in the city. Or any road, I reckon we can get inside the Alamegan Quarter by the way of the Loch Seld. What? How? It was a story my mom told us, which made me think of it. She was always going on about life it was like when she was a little girl, see? How they used to have to boil the water from the well before they could drink it, since it was full of salt. They were drawing salt water from the lochs, which means that there must be an underwater tunnel or something. Aye, that's it, but it won't be as simple as going for a swim. The well is closed, you see. Apparently Theodoric decided one day he wanted to control the water supply and forbade water trading. So even if you came up through it, you'll find yourself on the wrong side of a locked gate. At the time, my grandfather, being an enterprising sort, befriended a guard and lifted the key from his belt. He made a copy and carried on selling water until the Imperials invaded, and he ended up working at the saltery. In short, we need your grandfather's key, assuming he still has it. I'm certain he does, and I can take you to him, but it'll be dangerous. Don't you worry about that, we're used to dangerous. Oh yeah? Is that your middle name? Danger. Now I'll go and Arenvald will assemble a squadron while the rest of us go and get that key. See, that's a thing. So, look, they already have blue quests for me. I'm gonna get at least one Aether Current. That way I can see how many there are. I think this is a full set in this one, in this zone, if I remember correctly. It's just a pretty big zone. And that one I have to come in from that area, that zone to get. Stupid. I could go all the way around to get it. This one was actually one of the more annoying ones to get if I remember correctly. because they're just all over the place and they're hard to get to. Really? They're really none closer to where I am. This is north, so it's got to be in here, right? Can I actually get to this one without having to climb anything? Go all the way around in a weird direction? Or is it going to be up there? Looks like it's going to be up there. I'm gonna find one of you before I log off tonight. Jeez. Hey. Climb, climb, climb. Maybe I can go get it. Okay, where is it? All these platforms. Oh, there it is, right there. Fine, one more fight too before the end of the night. Okay. Bit. Quite a bit. Let's go get the chocobo. Grab the 2 blue quests and then move on. And they're both up there. Okay. Oh, I'm actually... I'm so close to level 73. That's fine. I'm gonna go chill up here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for this evening. Thank you all for watching. And peace out.